Hey guys, so you can see I'm in my apartment, and you're probably wondering why I'm all done up. So, if you can see the title, you obviously can guess what this video is about. Um, Basically, I went out for. I'm getting fucking text and shit. Okay. And I don't know if you guys can hear that. Like, the fuck? Okay, anyway. So, I did that, and I want to do a video basically explaining what happened. And it's kind of fresh information, so that's why I'm all done up, and I'll explain that in a second. Um, if you don't know, and also I'm gonna try not to edit this video so it's real and raw and unedited. Just so you know I'm being like serious. You know, people make videos all the time of like the truth of rushing, the truth of recruitment, but like this is I'm gonna be completely honest. So um, basically, it's different at every school how recruitment works, but here it's like we have 7 sororities, and so the rounds are like this: 1A, 1B, round 2, preference, bid day. And so the first day we did 4 sororities, the next we did 3, then we went down and like we ranked them, picked our top 5, and then preference, you rank them down to 2, and then the next day you get a bid. So, if you can't guess, I didn't get a bid. And today was preference day, so I'm obviously not there, and I'll explain that in a second. And it was my choice to leave. So basically, this is what happened. Before going into like a recruitment process, I like creeped on all the sororities, like online on social media. Like I like looked at their Instagrams, I looked them up on YouTube. Like, I mean, I feel like everybody does that. Like they just like look what they're getting themselves into, and just like how it is at their school, you know? Because like sorority life is different on all different campuses. Like comparing it from like schools in the South to like a city like where I'm at, it's very different, and it's not as big here, but like it's still a thing. Um, and so basically, like I creeped like anybody else would. I'm sure they creep on the people that sign up as well. Like let's be real, that's just like natural to like want to look what you're getting yourself into, and like what they put out on social media and how they present themselves. So before going into recruitment, I already had 2 sororities that I was like, I really like want them, and I know that's, oh my god, my TV's like about to fall off the stand. Sorry. Okay. And I know that's like really not something good to do. Like a lot of people are like, don't go into it with, you know, feeling like you want that one sorority, but like that's just how it was for me. Like, and I guess that's kind of bad because I was just like looking at how they present themselves on social media, and was kind of set on them. But continuing on, so on 1A, I met with 4 sororities. I'm not going to say what sororities, I'm not going to say, you know, because that's just not appropriate. And yeah, no. So, first day, I go to the first house that I really wanted. Like, the first house was the first one, like, I went to. And they were, like, really cool people, really nice. Like, I had a really good conversation. Then the next house I went to was the other one that I really wanted. And then I went to 2 others that I didn't really know about, like, but they were still, like, good conversations, whatever. And then the next day I went to 3, and all 3 of those were, like, eh. It was just, like, not, like, I couldn't see myself there. And that wasn't me being, like, oh, I definitely want these, so, like, fuck the rest. Like, even though I did have an idea of who I wanted, I still went in with an open mind. I still, like, gave everybody a chance and tried to, like, get to know them. Like, actually, on day 1, I met with a house that really surprised me, and I had an amazing conversation with the girl, was really confident in that, and just, like, really enjoyed it, and I could definitely see myself there. And I'm going to get into, like, anxieties and stuff in a second. I just want to explain what happened to me first. So then the next day comes around, like, I ranked my, no, it was, okay, after we visited all the houses, I ranked them. So I had 1, 2, 3 that I definitely loved. And then the other two were like, okay, yeah, like, I'll give it a chance. And then there was like two that I was like, dude, no. Like, I literally couldn't see myself there. They just don't look like, they don't seem like me. Like, they just don't, I don't know, like, we were very different people. And I just, like, wouldn't want to be in that situation where I feel uncomfortable and just, like, an outsider, you know? Like, you don't want that. Nobody wants to feel, like, excluded or something like that. So then the next day comes around and we had name tags, and in the back they had like the ones that invited us back, and I open it up and you could have been invited up to 5. I was invited to 4, and all the ones I liked dropped me. I was like, okay, like in that moment I wanted to leave. I was like, because the rest of them were just like not for me. 2 of them were the ones I really didn't like, and the 2 other ones I was like, I didn't really know about, and it was just kind of like, okay, whatever. So even though I wanted to leave, I went through because I was like, I'm gonna give them another chance. People say trust the process, so I'm gonna trust the process, even though I'm really upset. The ones that I really thought I had an amazing, genuine connection with and like talked to like very well and could see myself with dropped me. I'm like, okay, and that's really hard, like to feel rejected, but what are you gonna do? Like, okay. So then I go through and I actually started to really enjoy this one house, and I could definitely see myself in there. So there were 2 the same 2 from when I ranked them before, where I was like, okay, this is cool, this could work out. Those 2 I liked, and then like as more I was thinking about it, I could see myself in the one house. I'm like, okay, like I'm surprised, but here, okay, so maybe it's all working out in the end. So I ranked them, and today was preference day, so I should have gotten 2 back. And I opened up the paper, and it's the 2 that I hated and the 2 that I couldn't see myself in. And it was honestly surprising because the other 2 houses that had dropped me, like genuinely we had good conversation, and like it got deep, like, and it was completely comfortable, and like just talking. And so it was really surprising. And so I saw the 2 that I was like, I knew that if those were the 2, I was just going to drop. And that sounds so stupid. And people are like, probably going to be like, you should have just went through. You never know. Trust the process. But it's like, when you see, like, if you can see yourself somewhere or you can't. And I'm not going to waste my time when I have homework and I have other things to be doing. I'm not going to go through that and just like pay money to be somewhere where I don't think I fit in, or I don't feel like I could see myself being. I can't do that, and I'm not going to waste my time or effort or money in that. And that sounds bad, and people are probably going to say shit about it, but at the end of the day, like, I'm not going to waste my time doing that. Sorry. So I got up and left. Peace out. I mean, like, I was never one of those people who like knew they wanted to be in a sorority, but seeing friends in them, like, I genuinely wanted that, and I genuinely wanted to have friends that like, like I have my group of friends that I love, and no one can really replace, and they're gonna be with me till the day I hit the grave. But like when you're at school, you like want to have good friends. You want to have people you can do stuff with and go out with and stay in with, and like, so I was like, okay, cool. And I like fell in these YouTube holes of like sorority life and stuff like that, and I really fell in love with that idea of just having a group of girls that were like me, that, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, it didn't really work out. So maybe I was always right in the end that I'm not meant for a sorority. I don't know. And people are going to say don't take it personally, and I'm not taking it personally. I'm honestly more offended at the fact that I wasted my time doing my makeup and hair today and getting an outfit. I need to charge my laptop. Hold on. So like, good God. Yike. Oh, goodness. I'm not going to edit this out because this is real. Oh, God. Okay. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna have to reposition. I genuinely, like, just thinking about this, it was such a waste of time. I met some cool people along the way, but they don't want me, then I don't want them, because I'm not into that. And now I'm just going to get into like anxiety and like going through this process and putting yourself out there, because this is such a weird concept. If you think about it, recruitment and rushing and all that is just such a weird thing. Like, I was thinking about this during, it's like you're literally putting yourself out there to be looked at, to be judged. And at the end of the day, like, people are going to say, you're not being judged, like, you should just go and be comfortable. But it's like, at the end of the day, you're looking at them, judging them, of can you see yourself in them? And they're looking at you like, is she good enough to be in the sorority? Like, does she fit in? So you're just putting yourself out there to be judged. And this is something that I wanted to talk about and I was thinking about during this process, is if you have anxiety, like you have an anxiety disorder, putting yourself out there. And I have one, and I take medicine for it, and I push through with that. And it was something really hard for me. And honestly, like, since being in Philly, like, I haven't had any like panic attacks or anything. I didn't have any panic attacks since like I started taking my medication. It's definitely been under control. Like, yes, you get nervous and it's never going to change, but I never like really had like that feeling of like, oh my god. But like the first day when I was like in classes, I was having a panic attack like that whole day, just like, oh my god, like, what if I say something wrong? What if they hate me? What if I'm, not good enough? What if I'm this and that? And that's just natural when you have anxiety, to just overthink and just be like, assume the worst and just feel like shit. So putting myself in this process, I'm just talking for myself, maybe if you have anxiety, you went through it and you were fine, but personally for me, it was weird. Like, I was so nervous, and like, even though you're supposed to be yourself, it's hard, especially for me. Like, I'm not somebody who's just like automatically myself when I first meet you. Like, I need to understand who you are and go through it and talk to you, and like, so I feel comfortable. And being anxious and just thinking about, am I saying things right? Am I, what's happening? Like, what do they think of me? Blah, 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 blah. And especially when they reject you and they cut you, you just automatically think, what did I do wrong? Did I say something wrong? Am I not good enough? Am I not pretty enough? Am I not this, that? And it's hard. And you shouldn't take it personal, but it's hard too when you have anxiety and when you feel this way. Right now, like I said, I'm just accepting it. And now that it's over, I mean, what am I going to do about it? I'm the one who chose to leave. And it just wasn't meant to be. And I always say at night, I don't know what your guys' religions are, if you even believe in God, but every night I say to God, I know that you're with me, and that what is supposed to happen happens. This just wasn't meant to happen. And say I went out next year, I can always do that if I wanted to. Probably won't. I don't know. And I just like don't know if I want to put myself through that and be that vulnerable, because it's weird. And like, just getting rejected, it's hard, like, especially when you like genuinely feel like you made a connection with someone. And like, that's not me being like, oh, I know. Like, when you have anxiety, it's kind of easy to tell where you're comfortable and where you're not. Like, I can tell, like, because when you're anxious, you just think, am I saying stuff right? Am I saying stuff right? Am I, is this okay? And so, like, when you're in a situation where you feel like you're not thinking about that, it's like a clear sign where it's like, okay, I'm comfortable, and this could be somewhere where I have friends, and that didn't happen. So at the end of the day, I mean, there's not much I can do about it, and I just wanted to share my experience and what it's like to have anxiety and what it's like to go through this, because it's hard. It's hard to go through that and just like open that up. And the positives and negatives of having the anxiety is that for me, I'm trying to open my mind and think this is a positive experience, and it's a big step to just put yourself out there when you have anxiety, and put yourself out there to be judged and looked at when that's a fear. You know what I'm saying? So that, on that hand, I'm proud of myself for even doing it, and like talking to people when it's not my strong suit of just like opening up to somebody, And then the negatives of, I think, having anxiety is that you are overthinking, and it's hard not to take it personal, and you don't know what's going to happen. And it really like grabs the anxiety inside of you and just like makes you feel nauseated. Like, I felt nauseated the whole process of just like wondering. And like, I literally was starting to feel comfortable about this one house, and I was like, I'm probably gonna get invited back, I don't know. And you know what, maybe I'm going through the process wrong, whatever, but I was honestly excited to like have friends here, like that, I have friends here, don't get me wrong, but like just like that type of bond or whatever. I don't fucking know, honestly. So it didn't work out, but I still look good. Let's be real here. Bitch, I might as well stunt if I just took time to do my makeup and my hair and get this cute as fuck dress. So, my highlight looks good as fuck though, and nobody has that on me. So, I don't know. It was just, I don't know. So, I'll stick with the people I know and I'll try to meet more people. It's kind of hard to, but especially for me, like, I'm not somebody who just goes up to somebody and says, hi. Like, not at all. That's not me. And I don't think it ever will be because it's just something that I need to work on. And so this was just a weird experience. And if anybody who, went through rush at my school and you found the people you wanted to be with, then good for you. And, I'm not going to be bitter about it. And those people that I met, even though they didn't want me, they were still really nice people. And I'm not going to put that against them because that's just the type of person I am. I'm not taking it I'm taking it like weirdly. Like I feel odd, but I also am just like, what the fuck ever, dude. I have my best friends, honestly. They're not here with me, but like, baby, they're right here. So, you know what? And that's just how it is. And I don't think I'll ever find a bond with the people that I have now in my life. I'm somebody who's like, I'd rather have a few real friends than a bunch of fake asses. So I'm not putting myself through that situation of having to feel forced. I'm not going to pay money to just be in an uncomfortable situation. Like, why the fuck would I do that? That makes absolutely no sense. So I just wanted to come on here and explain it. I was going to make a video of like my process, like my recruitment process and the outfits I wore, but like it was just a lot of struggle and a lot of hours of time. So, you know what? On the other bright side, I got time to do my homework today because, baby, I got projects. So, it didn't work out for me, whatever. They didn't want me, but baby, you're gonna wish you did once I'm famous. I'm just kidding. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I mean, I hope it helps somebody out there, maybe somebody with anxiety going through this process as well. Because some of these videos on here are just so big. They're like the truth about sorority, but they're in one. So they, I don't know. I'm just being real that this process is hard and it's an adjustment and it's not normal, honestly. It's just weird. I don't know. So will I regret dropping? No. If I don't see myself somewhere, like I'm the type of person where it's like I know what I want and I'm gonna get it or I'm not gonna get it, and that's fine. And that's like I didn't see myself in those houses. I literally genuinely couldn't, and they were my bottom choices every single time, and I'm not doing that. Also, I don't know, whatever. And like it's kind of like sad like when I think about it because it's like before the process, like I was so nervous, like having the panic attack, and I literally was sitting in my room saying to myself, just be yourself, just be yourself, just be yourself, just be yourself. Like, and that's like kind of depressing. And I literally, that's like literally what I did. I said it out loud. I was like, just be yourself and they'll like you. Just be yourself. Baby, they didn't like me, but you know what? No, they probably did like me, but it's just like there's so many people, don't let it get to you. I mean, it's hard. So this video is like 20 minutes long. I'm not editing it though because I want it to be real, and I know it's not the best quality, but whatever. So thank you guys for watching. And if you're in a sorority, good for you. If you're not, hey, I'm in my own sorority and it's called fucking Bad Bitch. Delta Gamma 1, 2, 3, Bad Bitch. Delta Kappa, I don't know. Okay. See you guys. Bye.